My name is Álvaro Jorge Cardona Echeverri. This is my final exam creating a video on word formation process for language form and functions. My chosen subject is derivational. In linguistic, derivational is a process where we add an affix to a word to create a new word or a new form of a word to an existing word, often adding a prefix or an suffix such as "ness" or "an". For example, happiness and unhappy, derived from the root word "hap". Derivational morphemes can change the grammatical category. For example, adding "full" to a beauty changes the word from a noun to an adjective, beautiful, while adding "er" or "air" to merge changes the word from a verb to a noun, merger, of forming a new word. The form that results from the addition of a derivation morpheme is called derived or derivative word. Derivational morphemes are combined with a root change either the semantic meaning or part of the speech of the affected word. For example, in the word happiness, the addition of the bound morpheme "ness" to the root happy changes the word from an adjective happy to a noun happiness. In the word unkind, "an" functions as a derivational morpheme for its inverse, the meaning of the word formed by the root kind. Generally, affixes used with a root word are bound morphemes. What are bound morphemes? First, let's explain the meaning of morpheme is the smallest linguistic unit of a language with semantic meaning. Meanwhile, bound morphemes can not stand alone but must attach to another morpheme such as a root word. Then those are affixes, prefixes, and suffixes. An affix is a word element that can be attached to a base of a root to form a new word or a new form of the word, usually occurring in the form of either a prefix or a suffix. Prefixes like pre, re, and trans are attached to the beginning of words such as predict, reactive, and transaction. Suffixes like ism, ate, and ish are attached to the ends of words such as socialism, eradicate, childish. There are some examples of prefixes: co-occur, occur together; midnight, the middle of the night; mistreat, treat badly; return, turn back; unfilled, non-filled; perimeter, measure around. And another example of suffixes is an action state of acting, actor, person who acts; active, pertaining to being in action. These words, they keep the same root but change the suffix. Childish, like a child; childhood, state of being a child; childless, without a child. The most common prefixes are a, without, co, together; the, opposite, negative, removal, separation; this, opposite, negative, and cause to be; ex, former, previous, from; in, negative, not; non, absence, not; re, again, repeatedly; and, negative, not; opposite, reversal. The most common suffixes are able, sense of being; er, as an agent; full, characterized by; fi, make, become, cause to be ish; ism, action or practice; state of condition, less, lack of, like, ness, without, ology, study, science, ship, condition, character, skill, characterized by, inclination, condition. The word formation through derivation. Derivation may result in new words of the same grammatical form, noun to noun, verb to a noun, adjectives into adverbs, like in slowly, when we add the suffix "ly." Those grammatical forms that retain derivation. Verb to verb. Example, appear, disappear. Noun to noun, friend, friendship. Adjective to adjective, practical, impractical. And those grammatical forms that change in derivation from verb to verb, verb to noun, preserve, preservation, verb to adjective, bored, boring, noun to verb, code, codify, noun to adjective, nature, natural, adjective to noun, ugly, ugliness, adjective to verb, sweet, sweeten, adjective to adverb, quick, quickly. Derivational affixes do not necessarily alter lexical category. They may change merely the meaning of the base and leave the category unchanged. For example, in derivation can also occur without any change of form, like in telephone, that is a noun, and to telephone, that is known as conversation. This derivation is also called a zero derivation. There are some other examples of some derivational words, as in prefix, right, rewrite, load, overload, healthy, unhealthy. And other ones like circle as a verb, they change for another verb in circle. Rich is an adjective that enriches as a verb. And other examples are enlarge, verb, rapture, noun, to enrapture, verb. Slave is a noun and slave as a verb. To finish, derivation that results in a noun may be called in grammatically nominalization. It may involve the use of an affix, such as with happy, happiness, and employee, employee, or it may occur by a conversation, such as with the derivation of the noun run from the verb to run. In contrast, the result in a verb may be called verbalization, such as from the noun butter to the verb to butter. It is important to mention that derivation differs from inflections. Inflection results in the creation of a new form of the same word rather than a new word. For example, the addition of the third person singular s, inflectional suffix to verbs create the third person singular form of verbs, as eat and eats, and the addition of the plural s, inflectional suffix to nouns creates the plural form of nouns, in dog and dogs. It's important to see that both eats and dogs are new forms of the same word, eat and dog, rather than a new words. These are typical examples of English derivational pattern and their affixes in the next chart. We are going to establish a difference on those derivational affixes that cause a change in grammatical classes, as on noun to adjective, full, helpful, all, recreation, recreational, verb to a noun, ans, accept, acceptance, adjective to an adverb, clear, clearly, noun to a verb, glory, glorify, adjective to a noun, ness, sad, sadness, verb to an adjective, able, drink, drinkable, adjective to a verb, ice, modern, modernize. Otherwise, we have the common English derivational affixes that do not cause a change in grammatical classes. In this one, noun to noun, like in ship, friend, friendship, verb to a verb, on, in do and do, rewrite, as an examples. Adjective to an adjective, ish, yellow, yellowish, like, red, like. Thank you very much.